This is the epicenter of audio frequency entertainment.
I love it.
It's awesome.
Can't get enough of it.
Oh, yeah. You guys are the best.
Heffron and Reep.
I love you, love you, love you.
The Heffron and Reep Show.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hey. On Reep.
What is up, my brother?
Whoa. I had an intro song for us, so we could just come. This song reminds me of the fall a little bit. If I could just crash here tonight, you can see I'm no shape for driving anywhere. I got no place to go, and I'm not. This is my favorite line. It might be the best you've ever had. If you're the best I ever had. If I hadn't blown the whole thing years ago, I might not be alone.
Gin Blossoms.
Oh, we can drive around this town, John Reep. We can let the cops chase us around. The past is gone, but something might be found to take its place. Hey, jealousy. Hey.
This
See?
this is a great song.
Blindness is, I thought it was coming up sooner. When they say, if you don't expect too much from me, I'm trying to turn it off. You might not
then
be
you
let
won't be
down.
you won't be let down. Yeah.
I like that line. One of my
Yeah.
favorite lines.
I like, both lines. If I hadn't blown the whole thing years ago, and if you hadn't expected too much, you wouldn't be let down. Those are amazing. That was right when Dave Matthews was fading out and grunge was about to get big, or this was in between poppy stuff like New Kids on the Block, not New Kids, but one of those other boy bands, NSYNC, and then grunge. This is a nice little in between, right? This would have been 1994, 3.
Yep, right, exactly right. It reminds me. There's some music that I can't wait for the fall to happen because I can only listen to it. It's fall music.
Right,
Jim Blossom one. There's Monsters of Men. It just feels like fall. That song, life in a northern town.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to look at that, but hey, I'm a little Naya. Hey, I'm hey, life in a northern town. Like there's some. This is my favorite time because I always play Georgia Winston December, the piano guy. Like I can't wait to play that album, but I only play it for 2 months. It's just weird.
What's it called? What in December?
George Winston December. I put the album on. It kind of starts with autumn, then goes to Thanksgiving. I play it holiday season every year, almost every day. But there's some music that I can't. Like I hate hearing Thriller, Michael Jackson, Thriller. I hate hearing it in June. It's not.
Yes.
It's just. Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm also thinking of, it also reminds me of fall in that same time period. Spin Doctors. Remember the Spin Doctors?
Yeah.
If you want to call me baby, just go ahead now.
There's a song. There's a band called Amitri. I know for a fact you probably haven't listened to them.
Ooh. Okay. This sounds like a challenge or a game.
Yeah. My favorite band literally one of my favorite bands. It'd probably be Sade and then Amitri. Amitri, I got their CD right when I got to Eastern to go to college, and I thought I was out of high school and I'm going to start listening to college music. And this to me was like a band nobody heard. This is what it's like just to be 18 or 19 and just, get an apartment with some guys and just really kind of putting it down to get the classes. But Amitri has so many great songs, and I don't want to start typing things or, you'll lose me. But
okay. All right. Well, somebody in the comments section, because we are going live on Facebook right now.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody in the comment section can put up a song, or maybe Alan could look it up.
You'll know, like Amitri. I actually have Amitri. Hold on.
Is Duran Duran good fall music as well?
I can listen to that all the time.
Yeah, that's not seasonal. That's anytime. You're right.
Here's a song, and there's probably gonna be they played "Roll to Me," like that song was a big radio hit, but it's that one.
Roll. Yeah.
I
think I've heard "Roll Into Me" or "Roll to Me." Roll to me, yeah. The right time to roll to me. Ooh.
Yeah, you know what's funny about that song? That song was 2.5 minutes long. And then when the DJs would have to go to the bathroom, or they were 1 song away from playing 12 songs an hour, and they had to play 12 songs, they would throw "Roll to Me" in to catch up. Do you know the song?
Well, don't count me out, man. You said I 100% not know a Del Monte song, and I know some Del Monte.
It's good. But, I should check it out. So that's that.
Hey, so if I look weird, buddy, I'm out by the pool again.
And is it quiet show because you don't want to make anybody up?
No, that's why I came out here, so I could be loud. If I were in the house, it would be a quiet show. But I'm wearing. I see you got your glasses, dude.
Dude, I got so I was gonna cheat like this, but if I go, dude, these are badass though. I look.
I love it. Look at you, man.
Look at these. Like I wish they were reading glasses because everything. I'm out now. I'm like Luke Skywalker learning how to use a lightsaber for the first time on a Millennium Falcon with the blast guard. I can't kind of see anything. When I see you, but yeah. But this is good because watch.
Yeah, they're pretty. Yeah.
I'm smiling, but look at my eyes are rolling all over the place. You don't even know where I'm looking. So I could be doing this type of stuff. And as long as I'm like this, you go.
It's perfect for what we're doing. I mean, I wish I had mine with me. Well, look, I'm so flustered.
Wow.
I ran out here last minute. Like, remember how last time you were expecting a doctor's call right at the same time we were doing the live broadcast, right?
Right.
Well, I just came from Allen's. We were doing an interview with this drummer named Rich Redman for his podcast. And he's like, oh, it'll only be like 20, 30 minutes. Meanwhile, hour and a half goes by. Like, okay, we got other stuff to do, man. And so we ran out the door, and Alan's like, I got to go home. I didn't think I was going to be here this long. And then I came out here real quick and set out all my crap out here by the pool. And so anyway, I'm a little flustered, but I got purple on this time instead of the teal blue. I did purple band, purple shirt.
I like it. Did you just witness what? Okay, I had reading glasses on 4 seconds ago. I had them on.
They're inside the glasses, dude.
I took them off to show you these. I didn't get up. You didn't see me physically get off this chair and move.
Wow, that's like a magic trick. You just did a magic trick.
Ever do that with the remote control though? I do it all the time, and then you check your crotch, and then you just don't.
I do it all the time when I get in my bed, and I'm like, I know I'm going to roll over to my left, and I'm going to roll right on this damn remote. There it was. Wait, where was it?
Literally right on, just right there. They're not even camouflage. They just. Are there reading glasses to find your reading glasses? Is that a thing? Because that's something we should invent.
Say it again.
If you lose your glasses, then you're really screwed. So we're going to get glasses that help you find your glasses. Huh?
Well, they've got strings that you can attach to them so you can just wear them around your neck. But I feel like once you make that jump, there are bugs attacking me, dude. I feel like once you make that jump, you might as well go ahead and join AARP.
Wait a second. You just said bugs, dude?
Yeah, I'm outside.
Hold on.
What's going on?
Okay, here we go. I have we're gonna switch it up. John, hold on. Ready?
All right.
Heffron and Reep. Subject change.
Oh, by the way, before we do the subject change, everybody, we had people. We asked last week with our Patreon, or however you say it, if you want to do intro videos for our subject change, and I edited. We got like 3 or 4 And I felt they needed to move along, so I added them all together for this one. We probably won't have 4 in a row like I'm about to show you. This doesn't seem natural at all, but I just want you to get the point. Also, listen, when you watch a subject change, the woman yells at her husband. You have to watch almost probably the second it's played, because I didn't edit it out. She yells at the husband to hurry up and sit down, and then he doesn't say anything. So okay, so hold on, let me hit this. Hey, John, wait, I got something to talk about.
Heffron and Reep. Subject change.
Hey, we are the Zimmers, Joel and Ruth. Now it's time for a Heffron and Reep subject change.
Hey everyone, John and John have rambled enough. How about a Heffron and Reep subject change?
Hi everyone, it's Jeremy. I love this podcast, but the conversation is just all over the place. It's time for a Heffron and Reep subject change.
Right? All right, John.
I saw it. The lady in the.
We're just gonna move on with this, and then we'll swing back around. You were talking about bugs. I got a little stat for you. Men are more likely than women to be very scared of bugs. John Reep. Survey shows 64% of adults are scared of bugs. Interestingly, men were scared more likely than women to be very scared of bugs. 32% versus 22%. Yeah, I just had that for sure.
So wait,
not overly excited.
Yeah, let me comment on that. So women are more scared. I think I heard men are scared of bugs, but women are more likely to be extra scared.
No, men were more likely than women to be very scared of bugs. 32% men, 22% women.
Oh, interesting. That's weird. I don't see that out in the wild. Although I will admit I do not like. Well, I hate mosquitoes. I'm not scared of them. Do we count bees as bugs? Do you count bees as a bug? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. It's just my farmhouse internet. Every once in a while, I fake it when everything goes silent. So I stare like this and wait for it to come back. Bees, I wouldn't count bees as bugs, but living here, I have noticed I'm less afraid of bumblebees now. Okay. Because I realize they don't do anything to you. They're intimidating. Right. They make a big noise. They don't do anything. Bees, I'm kind of for bees. They're not scary. They serve a purpose. Wasps are dicks.
Gotcha. Okay, so let me say this. When I say bees, like I'm meaning anything that's black or black and yellow that flies around with basically a sword coming between its legs. Anything that can sting me that flies, I count it as a bee, and I know I'm not right. But I don't like bees. That being said, I hate wasps, dirt daubers, hornets, yellow jackets, whatever you want to call them. They're all bees to me. But I'm like you. Bumblebees have not really bothered me so much. They're crazy intimidating. If it comes out of nowhere and there's a bumblebee, it's scary. But if you see one off in the distance and it's coming towards you, like, okay, well, that's just a bumblebee. I'm fine. It's basically like the hot air balloon of bees. It doesn't do anything.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. And then it's probably third grade, right? Because don't you learn birds and the bees and the songs in the trees and I don't know anything about bees. Like you should. I don't know wasp purposes. I don't know what they're like. Bees, you get, they pollinate, they go. That's a thing. Bumblebees do the same thing. Wasps, I think they're just there just to be dicks. I don't know what eats them. I don't know what everyone has a purpose on the scale of. I don't know what wasps are, or I don't know the difference between a wasp and a hornet, except for the band Wasp.
And the basketball team, the Hornets.
Yeah.
Asian Hornets are the devil, says Matt Peterson. Yeah. I wouldn't know the difference between an Asian hornet and a regular hornet. But I know, aren't murder hornets supposed to be a thing? Like these brand new
That was so
gigantic
beginning of
hornets.
the pandemic. Yeah, I don't think that panned out. I think they had a lot of PR and a lot of press, but with the tech markets, it just didn't, do well.
Right. Yeah. It trended for a minute. It went viral and just like sloughed off. You're right.
Or it's going to happen. The murder hornets will happen when everyone's waiting in line to vote. Like that's when that's when the murder hornets will attack just everybody. Because why not? We have a couple months left at 2020. It's going to get severely worse than it's been for the whole year. Don't think this year is not going down.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, 2020 is going to go out with a bang, and you're right. It's going to get worse. November's going to get really bad. Yeah. And then December, it's going to carry over. But I'm hoping maybe January, it's a reset. It's like nothing happened. We're fine. And speaking of bees, I'm looking at one right now. My neighbors, I'm sitting outside. My neighbors over here, they harvest bees. They have their own bee colony. They make honey. And so we get tons of bees over here. Honeybees don't bother me. They're just annoying because I don't like them. But yeah, you will see me randomly, probably during this podcast, as I'm talking to you, totally freak out from time to time and go like that. Because there are bugs coming from all over the place out here.
When does it start to get cold there?
It got cold last week, and then it got hot again this week. Not hot, but warmer. So, it'll probably get down to 60 degrees tonight. But I think we're up to 70 something today. I'm not really sure.
I have a question. When you're swinging when the bumblebee comes by you, if you go this way, does it mean you like the bee, and then right, you don't want anything to do with them?
Right. Yeah. Bees are socially aware now. They know how we operate on our phones.
And then the bee responds, "What's up? Hey, what's up?"
So if he sees me swipe this way, he's like, "Oh, he likes me. I got to go closer."
Right. And then the bee has to look at your profile.
I have to hit it, John. I have to hit it like this. I have to make a heart shape and go like this. Okay. Or attack.
I feel like we need. Was this on my
also, it's a little windy out here, so if you hear any wind, it's a little windy today. Were you about to hit a button?
Nah, I was gonna change subjects. I feel we need to keep this thing moving.
Can I? But if you change it, that's fine. You got one ready?
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, to me, one of the funniest things is because my neighbors are real close. We see each other out here all the time. I love it when someone gets attacked by an insect that you can't see from far away, and they're freaking out, and you don't know what they're freaking out about. Like they're just, you see them like 2 yards over, and they're like, they're battling. So you can tell they're swatting something, but you can't see it. They look like a crazy person. I love that. I'm sorry. I just thought I'd say that.
I don't know what glasses to wear. By the way,
wait, were you in? I saw that clip you played beforehand. That was Comedy Works.
Yeah.
Was that recent?
Maybe a couple.
That had to be.
That was whenever I went there a couple weeks ago, and it's already outdated material. Yeah. School has already started back.
That's great.
Writing COVID material it's old by the time I'm performing in 2 weeks or something in Toledo and St. Louis. So I'm kind of going back on the road for a little bit right before November, and then I'm shutting it down. I'm hiding in my house till December.
Wow, dude!
Water and some peanut butter and hanging out, seeing what happens. It's gonna be my plan.
I don't have a gig until I got a virtual gig, man. I got to get your advice on this. Did we talk about this last time? I booked a virtual gig.
Yeah, all fair we did. I got 3 coming up.
I'm not.
One wants me to do straight stand up, which I'm not. I'll do it.
How much time?
15 or 20.
Okay.
And the other ones I'm doing a Q&A. It's more fun question and answer and stuff like that. But straight stand up, I can't. It's hard. It's going to be good, but it's a little bit of a different. Unless I wear these glasses the whole time. I never thought about doing that.
There you go. What if could you wear your Oculus and then just be reading your script like a teleprompter and they wouldn't know it?
Well, I could do that. Like right now, I'm looking directly at the camera and I could be like, see, I don't even know how to do. I can't start doing stand up that way. I can't just jump into.
Right. It's weird doing stand up and looking at yourself. A lot of people think, oh, do you practice in front of your mirror? No, because I'm looking at me and I'm distracted. Like, I'm like, oh, my hair looks weird right here. Oh, like, oh, I look fat that way, So when you're doing stand up, you're looking at other people. And if you're doing a virtual event and your camera's on you and you can see that, that's got to be distracting. Right? I've been to comedy clubs where there's a mirror in the back of the room and I can see myself, and that's distracting.
So do a lot of strip clubs. And every time I see that, it kind of, you just imagine. I haven't been to a strip club in 30 years, but just that one dancer was just looking back at the mirror, seeing herself, just thinking, what
I thought you were talking about.
Like, I feel the same way.
I thought you were, John, I laughed because in my brain, you got distracted because you were trying to watch a stripper, yet behind her was the mirror and you saw your own reflection, and that distracted you.
Yeah. And then I started making things and seeing how I looking at the. Let's do this.
Heffron and Reep. Subject change.
By the way, if you go to I don't even know if we want to throw up the Patreon thing. I hate plugging stuff. Maybe we need to find a flashy way to do this. But if you want to throw on your video when we do subject change, and we're gonna have a lot, probably 4 or 5 a show, because I have show prep. I think we need some music underneath. I think that's. I'm just trying to figure out what the thing is, dude. Sorry. There's a lot of technical. I just feel the energy level on this.
This would be like a musical bed that they call it in show business. We need like a musical bed to lay underneath what John's about to throw down. If you go to
a music bed, by the way, I don't know if you can. This is like super sad. Like, why would I even put this on my iPad?
It sounds like a funeral. Yeah, don't do that. It sounds like a funeral.
Listen.
Oh, now it's better.
Beam, rock guitar. Yeah. I like reading. Okay. Subject change. We normally play video there. Boom. Video's done. Back to us. Here's some randomness. By the way, John, I only have like 3 random things printed out. I kind of feel like we cannot feel our middle toes when they're poked. Okay, how about this? Everybody, if you're at home, if you're somehow listening, let's try this as an experiment. John, I don't know if you can do it because I don't know if there's a table in front of you, but let's try this. Okay. Maybe I do play the weird music. Oh, here we go. I want everybody here who's listening, if you can. John, I want you to give this a try too. Okay. I want you to close your eyes. Okay. Are you able to close your eyes and touch your toes? Are you able to do that?
Oh,
everybody listening?
God, no.
Okay. I want you to close your eyes and I want you to count your toes. So take off your shoes. That's it. Take off your shoes. Your shoes off. All right. Take off your shoes. And count them.
Yeah.
So close your eyes. Can you?
I don't have shoes. I don't wear shoes.
So okay. So you don't have to take them off. So that skips that step. So touch your toe. Like I want you to. You're gonna count your toes with your eyes closed. Like go. This little pig. You want to like physically touch each one.
When you say touch, am I allowed to use my heel of the other foot to touch my toes? Or do I have to use my finger?
Close your eyes and then reach down and just touch, count each toe. Like make sure they're there.
I mean, if I do it, I'm going to be.
It's a weird thing. But, or you can bring them up.
Number one, me touching my toes without my eyes shut, like at any time, this is a task.
Both of us need to do yoga, I think, because I tried to do this and I'm so unflexible and my big gut got in the way that it was difficult. But anyway, so I'll read it. Close your eyes and count your toes. Those of you who are doing it, are your eyes closed? Take your fingers, go down there, go to the big one first, whatever that one is, your big toe, and just literally count. Here's what I'm trying to get to. Around half of us think we're missing a toe. I probably didn't give people enough time.
Oh, now I got to try this. Okay.
But now I don't know if I put a suggestion in your
Oh, right.
But just go to, hold on. What's this song? Let me see.
Head, shoulder, knees, and toes.
Okay, here we go. John Reep's going to reach down. You can close your eyes, John Reep.
Okay. I did say I was going to do it.
We're going to find.
Am I allowed to get there any way necessary?
Yeah, you're going to have to touch them, though, each toe.
It is weird.
You should have 10. You should have 10. The correct answer.
I'm only using 1 foot, but
10.
I will say it felt like 4, and I have a theory as to why.
Okay.
Because you want to start with your big toe. That's how we're wired, right? Start with the big one, work your way down. And when you go down and you hit the next one, that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, because you didn't count the big one the first time you touched it. Does this make any sense?
Yeah.
I put my finger on the big toe and I went 1, 2, 3, 4. I forgot to count the big one. I think that's what's going on here.
Well, what they're saying is around half of us think we're missing your toe, with the second toe, the one besides the big toe, being most likely to be lost. In the study, 19 healthy young men and women closed their eyes while their toes were gently prodded one at a time. This was done over and over again. Each time they were asked which toe was being touched. To the researchers' surprise, 9 of the 19 volunteers say they believe one of their toes were missing. So you technically can't feel whatever one is next to your big toe.
Huh. Those people are pre-diabetic.
It's like a Dateline episode right there.
Did you just hit that?
Yeah. Yeah. And why? And what happened to the second toe? When we come back, he had 10 toes, went to bed with 9. Was it his girlfriend? Yeah, a little.
Or was it diabetes?
Oh my gosh!
No, my middle toe, the one that they're skipping, is almost as long as my big toe. I mean, it's neck and neck. If I let the toenail grow longer on that toe than my bigger toe, they might be the same length.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm? Would you like to see my feet? Hang on.
Hold on, we got to pay extras. That should be a Patreon level. Right?
Wait,
my toes are gross to me. I've never had a foot fetish, and I'm not trying to get out, but okay. I'm looking. Do we need music? Okay. Let me look. At those nails.
Don't do much.
Okay, they're not. You don't do a lot of barefooting. Yeah, mine are gross. I've never not had a ingrown toenail on both my big toes. Never hitting it. There isn't one month that gone by that I don't go, oh, cool. This is the month I don't have an ingrown toenail. And I do crazy surgery on my own where I have to rip the whole, and it's a thing. It's been.
Oh my God. I would pay money right now. If I were a listener subscriber, I would totally drop money to see your toes right now. If you have an ingrown toenail on one of your toes, I need to see this, but I would pay for it. I would go to I would go to heffronandreep.com and I would sign up on the Patreon to do this.
To see my
is it every year, like all the time? Is it like at least one big toe
that has an ingrown every I never not have one. And then you touch it, like you go like this and it shoots sharp pain, and then I soak it in water, and then I get a clipper and I start to pee. I go, oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna rip way underneath, and then it rips wrong, and then you're gonna have like a blade, like a pointy edge for the next month, and then I don't. It's an ongoing battle. Is it always since you've been a kid that's always happened, or maybe after you hit puberty? When did it start? I don't know. I mean, do I have to
just for a while now, huh?
And I'm convinced my nails are have lines ridges that go like this. Do you have ridges?
Oh yeah, I totally got ridges. All my nails. Yeah,
have ridges because I read that that's like diabetes. Like if you have ridges that go like this, then you have diabetes. And I'm convinced that that's a thing.
I got, dude, my brother's toes. So my brother's a neat freak. Like he's very OCD with the hand washing, which is a good thing during a pandemic, I guess. But he works out a lot in gyms and that kind of stuff. And he's upset. He's worried about getting athlete's foot and that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So what he used to do was come home. I'm sorry, Jason. He would fill the bathtub full of bleach. His bathtub, not full, but like at least ankle level, and then mix it with water and stand in it. And it has permanently, yes, because he was so afraid of getting athlete's foot that he would stand in a tub full of bleach and to prevent getting athlete's foot. And it has permanently damaged one of his toenails. It's white. It's not clear. It's not flesh colored. It is white like your teeth.
I've been using spray. Boy, this conversation got almost 50-year-old guy-ish. Maybe we do a podcast of just things that are bugging people. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
I'm afraid to look at the comments.
So I've been spraying my feet with this athlete foot stuff because this is where I think I'm convinced that I have some ailment because my feet are constantly stinging. I'm like, okay, that's low circulation. I can't show. There's no way I can show you my toe.
Yeah,
no
you'd have to get on your back and throw your foot in the air.
Hold on. Here's what
you'd have to do some weird kind of yoga pose in order to show your toenails.
This is so gross. Okay, I'm gonna take a picture and then I'm gonna send it to Alan. Okay.
Oh, good move.
But okay, do I have to shave my Bilbo Baggins? I have like Hobbit hair, so I'm gonna try to edit that out. Carrie, who just joined, by the way, she said she just joined. What the hell is going on tonight? Reep is being attacked by bees. Men are more afraid of bugs than not. Wasps are dicks. And
now we're talking about
toenails every month. Are we caught up, John? You think?
Yeah, that's perfect. Now, Carrie, what John Heffron's about to do is take a photo of his big toe, and he's going to send it to Alan, our producer, and Alan will throw the picture up here momentarily.
This may be, John, I got to say, as I put my sock back on, this may be the grossest thing I've ever done is take a picture of my foot. So I never not have socks on. I never in the history, I sleep in socks. I get out of the shower. I'm immediately put socks on. I've gotten trouble in the past for not taking my socks off because that is a commitment level. Like it's been a thing, right?
Is
like,
it because you're
having socks on? I lay in bed and I battle. Do I want to take one off? Do I want to take them off? And then I wake up and one's off. So apparently that was what I decided. But this is so gross, dude. Do I even want to send this?
As you're sending that, I'll talk. Are you afraid to take your socks off because you're embarrassed of your toes, or have you always worn socks and that's what messed up your toes? Dude, I feel like your toes need to breathe. I feel like they need more air, more oxygen, and maybe they'll heal themselves.
Right? Because what does it mean when you have? Man, we should do a podcast for people that just complain about their body ache. What does it mean when you have indentation? If you take your socks off and you can see where you had your socks on because that skin is so much tighter, is that you're not drinking enough water, or what is that?
Are you dehydrated? Maybe I don't know. I didn't know that was a thing. But I've seen people.
I'm so embarrassed sending you this picture. I think I would feel more comfortable sending a D pic literally right now than sending right. So I'm sending it to Alan.
Okay. Well, I'm using my phone as a light source right now, so I can't get the text. This have to be all Alan right now.
Wait, Todd Just is saying diabetes. Harvey's saying diabetes. Do we just diagnose myself diabetes?
Oh, you might be pre-diabetic, dude. When's the last time you got checked for the diabetes?
When what?
When's the last time you had your blood work done?
I don't know when last. I get it every. How quick can you get diabetes?
Did you see what Alan wrote?
What? No.
Please don't send a D pic by accident.
Let's just say you don't have enough bandwidth. Am I right? How quick?
Hey, maybe this could be a new trend. Anytime a girl asks a guy for a D pic, send a pic of your big toe. Let's make this a new thing. Just it's like show it to me. You're like, all right, hang on.
Okay, so ladies, feel free to. Oh wait, take that off. We didn't even get to build up to it. Take it off. Just throw that out there like that. That would have been a subject. So, all right.
It wasn't as bad as I was thinking, John. It wasn't as bad as I was thinking.
Okay, but we'll go back to it. But here's my question. Maybe that's a thing where if guys send pictures of their big toes, would women be more interested in that? Because whatever their D pic would be, right? I think women would eventually get used to it, figure out what they like, what they don't like, and that'll be a thing. And eventually it would be a positive thing. But a big toe, a gross big toe, will always be a gross big toe. Every time you're on vacation, you have flip-flops, you'd look, right? The big toe is not changing. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. I've heard women say, if you want to guess how big a man is, look at his hands, look at his fingers, that kind of stuff. So I wonder if the same is true for big toes. Is the big toe similar in girth and size and shape and condition as one's peen? So I don't know, ladies. Why don't you chime in? Let us know.
I would love to see. No feet pick, no toe pick. Okay, so John, do we need music to go with my what's toe music?
I want people to know, if you're just joining us, this is breaking news.
Why don't you recap, John?
This is great. We've stumbled upon something that might be a new trend that sweeps the nation. And when a girl asks for a D pic, you just send a picture of your big toe. But before we do, John has offered up his big toe.
Well, you showed yours first, by the way.
I did.
You showed your pic first.
Yeah. It started with, can you count your toes with your eyes shut? And do you get all five? And then I said, I tried it. And I said, well, my middle toe is about the same size as my big toe. And I put my feet up on camera. And then John got talking about his ingrown toenail on his big toe. He said he's never not had one. So he took a picture and sent it to Alan, and we're about to see it. But first, you need to go to heffronandreep.com, click on the Patreon, click on a support. Or is it? Okay, there you go. Patreon.com/Heffron and Reep. So, but I'm always thinking, if you don't know what Patreon is, if you go to heffronandreep.com and click support, it takes you to the same place. But Patreon, patreon.com/Heffron and Reep. Become a supporter for more big toe picks.
All right. So,
John, first of all, what size shoe do you wear?
Like 10 and a half, 11.
Okay.
But yeah, that was just one toe, by the way. Like
if I'm a girl and I'm listening to this, and I'm thinking, okay, it's got a big toe. It's got a
but it looks thing. Okay. So do we show the toe and then we discuss it? Is that what we do?
Well, what else can we? I'm trying to build up more. What else can we say to build it up? Like, this is a big moment, John. I don't know if you've ever shown your toe on any TV show.
This might be the only picture of my foot in the history, because you don't see me in shorts ever because of my skinny chicken legs. So very rarely am I photoed in shorts. Even rarer. Because I had one guy once said, "Would your legs just get out of a cast?" And ever since then, I've been so conscious about my skinny legs.
That's
literally
funny though.
It's tongue. So
I don't think your legs.
So I hardly ever wear flip flops.
Yeah,
because eventually people will look down at the feet and see the big toe. And I never not have socks. You don't understand. Like, I'm barefoot. The only time I'm in the shower is the only time that I'm barefoot throughout the day. Mm-hmm. So I probably have socks on 23 whatever the math is minus 30 minutes, whatever that math is hard.
Yeah.
That's what, yeah.
You know, something I've noticed, John, about, I've traveled, I've been to every state in the country. I'm from the South, so it's hot a lot. I'm used to people in flip-flops. I'm used to people in sandals and shorts. But I know that the North, it's colder, and you don't have the opportunity to wear shorts as much or flip-flops. So I think it's something to do with the northeast corner of the country where they hate flip-flops. Like Sebastian Maniscalco has a whole bit about how flip-flops are trash. Why would you wear flip-flops? I'm like, dude, a lot of people wear flip-flops. It's hot. So maybe the fact that your feet aren't out enough has kind of ruined your big toe. I can't wait to see this picture.
By the way, Rhonda Lynn on Facebook Live asked 30-minute shower. LOL. Yeah, I do most of my stand-up or thinking in the shower. I know everyone went immediately to dirty thoughts, but that I talk to myself. I do bits. That's kind of where I've had most of my creative moments in the shower. And I have Star Wars action figures I play with, and then I have crayons that I can write on the wall, and then a few bath bombs. So I take care of the shower. So
I take long showers as well. I'm guilty of that.
In 7th grade, we had to invent a product, and I created the thing called the shower planner. This was in 7th grade. We had to it was like Shark Tank. We had to come up with a product. We had to come up with the sales pitch. And me and Billy Aitchison, we did the shower planner. And I remember the song. It was shower, 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 planner, 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 shower, planner, 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 shower, planner. As I step into the shower. And so anyway, but it looked like a car wash.
Reverb in your song.
Yeah, when it looked like a car wash. You had red light, green light, yellow light. And when you were showering, it was green. And then when you're supposed to put shampoo on, that light came on, and then rinse button, and then a re-rinse. So it gave you, and you would type in how many. I had 15 minutes for the shower. So it would break down how long do you rinse? How long is it? When you're at the quarter and you're trying to spray off your car in just 75 cents, that was
yeah.
Dude,
that's a great idea. That's awesome. I'm surprised that one didn't go anywhere.
I think that our teacher at the time had all these kids invent things, and then you never saw them again. I think he went off and probably patented a lot of this stuff. But anyway,
that would be a great idea for like a third world country or some country that doesn't have a lot of water, that needs to conserve water. Like, well, you're not sure how we got to conserve water. So here's how you do a 10-minute shower. You got your lights. That's pretty good, dude. That's actually brilliant.
All right. We're gonna. By the way, look at this, John. Look at this thing. Wendy. I know we're all over the place, but that's what we do. Me and John, we do this to talk to each other. Wendy Miller, or Raucus, says people in and around Boston, unfortunately, wear flip flops. I have a Boston story. You want to hear that, John? I want to go right to the toe.
No. Yeah. Maybe I'm confusing the whole northeast corner with just New York City. A lot of New York type, city.
Well, okay.
Go ahead. But she says, unfortunately, wear flip flops, which means she's not for the flip flops, which kind of proves my point. A lot of people don't like them from the northeast corner. Go ahead.
Almost this day, 254 years ago. Technically, we would have showed a subject change video right here that you can be part of, but I don't feel like doing it right now. 200. Are you swiping? You finding some bees you like?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, boost that. All right. So it was 254 years ago this week, September 25th-ish, 1776, the first college campus protest occurred. Why there were just 7 colleges in colonial America. The students at the first college, Harvard, were unhappy with the on-campus dining, especially the rancid butter. The so-called butter rebellion began with the cry, "Behold, our butter sinketh." About half the student body supported the complaint and took to dining in nearby taverns. The administration soon yielded and replaced the spread. So that was 254 years ago. There's a big butter thing.
Wow.
You know, there was some old guy going, see kids, these college kids don't even know what they have it. I'd be so lucky. We didn't even have butter. There weren't even cows. But anyway, all right.
We had to churn our own butter. We had to get there at 4 a.m. and pour milk into a wooden barrel and take a broom handle and churn it into butter every day at 4 a.m. You ever churned anything? You ever try to make butter?
My stepmom had a butter churn as a antique in our house, so I know the process. But never did it to have to actually make it butter churn.
Isn't it funny how I asked that question of you sounding like that I have? I never have either, but I've seen them. Seems like a lot of work for butter.
It's a good visual to do on stage, by the way, because you have the mic stand and it almost says, so I used to have some butter churn bit. I forgot even what it was. You smack it, you go like that. It gets the thing. All right. So the toe. So a bunch of people always said I had diabetes, which, by the way, I'm joking about all this. I hope none of you are witches and forecasting any of this on me.
Oh,
I legit,
right.
There's Todd. I haven't seen Todd in a while. I remember Todd Justice, who just said, hey, on here, I watched Sons of Anarchy. I watched every season back to back for an entire week and a half. So that's 10 hours of Sons of Anarchy every day for a week and a half. And then I worked with him in Florida. I'm
not even looking at the comics. Who are you talking about?
Oh, Todd. I was thinking about this Florida guy. Hold on. I had a brain fart. Let's show. Anyway, I wanted to buy a motorcycle and then the comic talked me out of it. So, all right. So should we go with the big toe? So the recap, ingrown toenail every day of my life. I never take my socks off for anything. You can tell when I wore socks because that part of my ankle is skinnier than the rest of my skinny legs. It's a battle. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do we have any other
John,
thing?
Can I ask you?
God, I'm sorry. I was having a brain fart.
No, it's fine. I'm digging this.
Todd. Yeah. So, all right.
I'm sorry. Look, I'm not even looking at the comments this time because I was distracted. Right. No, it's fine. Yeah. Someone's got to. But
yeah, or throw them up every once in a while so we can see them. I just shut mine off because I remember that's what we were going to do. All right.
But your legs being white and all that stuff.
All right. So
when you go on vacation, when you go to a beach type area, how do you deal with the shorts and the bathing suit and the flip flops? How do you deal with it? Do you just not go to the ocean?
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
as a ginger, you would think that I would be too, and I am, but just the sun part of that, the ocean and the sand and all that other stuff, I'm okay with. Like I know what it is, and I'm okay with my very, very white legs, no matter what. Even if I wear socks or not, my legs are going to be white. At least yours has a chance of being two different colors.
Yeah, I just had like if a Groupon came across my phone and they're offering calf implants for just a few bucks, I bet you there's a price point where I'd go, should I get them? You know,
tavern plants,
calf implants. Like,
wait. Calf implants.
Yeah,
I don't know why my brain heard tavern plants. I don't understand because I know we weren't talking about taverns or plants, but somehow
tavern in that thing. Tavern plants, though, that's a thing. I like the title. What are those? Those are tavern plants.
That was a good band in the 80s, man. I had all their albums.
Tavern plants.
They were awesome.
All right.
Calf implants. Okay.
But then you see the rest of my body and go, what is that?
Then you're like, oh, here we go. But I know you were big into like MMA and CrossFit for a while and boxing.
Yeah, but all right, let's get to the.
I did legs today, by the way, at Planet Fitness. I worked out and did legs today. Proud of myself, and I hate doing legs. I'm not flexible, but I'm getting better. So little small victories make me happy. Let's get to the toe.
All right, I almost feel like we need music, but okay. I guess we just do the dry Is that what we do?
I guess. I just realized that I'm not plugged in out here at all, and my battery has not been charging this whole time, and I thought it was.
Okay.
I got a dead power strip. Oh boy. We're on 39%. That's okay. We got time.
I'm not gonna have much to say after I show you the toe anyway. So.
Is this the closer? You guys say some final words and let this be the last thing with no comment. Just end it. No, we need people to comment.
You don't want to break down the toe?
No, we have to. You're right. That's dumb.
Okay, here we go.
I'm also using it as a teaser. What if it's a teaser for the next episode?
Well, I don't want this. I want people to go off and have a wonderful week and be safe and think of Heffron and Reep and go to the Patreon and do all that. So leaving them with a toe image is probably not the best thing we can do. But I'll show you.
But before you do that, please go to our Patreon and sign up. We need some support, man. Come on, do it for John's toes. We'll Can
you help this comedian and his toes? All right, so
heffronandreep.com/support. Help us out.
Should I eat Pop Rocks while we show you the toe?
That's impossible.
So, all right, Alan, can you show the toe? Show the toe.
Okay. Dude, let me tell you something.
Okay, so
all right, wait, can I go first?
Looking at a pointer, but if you notice the right corner, right? If you notice the right corner, see where it's dug in, and then if you go to the left, those are where I constantly have, the issues where I'm constantly doing. This is where we get banned from Facebook.
Yeah, this is pornographic somehow.
False news. But do you see my problem? And you see the edges?
Yeah, no, totally. Yeah, your toe, it looks like somebody took a potato chip and smashed it into mashed potatoes.
Okay, we can take that off now.
And the mashed potatoes.
Look how flat the front is, right? Yeah. And then you can see it bubbling. That's my life. John Reep. People think I just have a cush life, and I'm blessed, and I live an enchanted life. Look at that; those are my toes. Maybe
John,
should I paint them?
What if you? Yeah, but what if you let it grow out for a while? Like
you can't because then if you go the top right, see where I've done a lot of surgery there. It grows into
your toe.
It goes into your toe. So then if you just tap it like that, it feels like it hurts so bad.
It's got to be painful. Okay, I have a possible solution if you'd like to hear it.
Sure.
All right. And it's going to suck. It's going to hurt, but no pain, no gain.
Okay.
Okay. And it's long term, so maybe it'll help. Okay. I forgot what war it was, but maybe China or Japan, when they torture people, they put bamboo between their fingers and their fingernails. Have you heard of this?
They rip them off. They rip off. Yeah.
But I've heard them put stuff between the nail and the toe of the finger and smash it in there as a torture device. So what I'm saying is maybe get some sort of tiny little bamboo things, put it between your nail and your toe, and over time let the nail grow out around it. It's going to take a while.
Yeah, I've done that. No, I've done it. I've gotten so mad, when you take the clipper, the part of the clipper that you clip with your thumb. So, part you open the clipper and then it's the clippy part.
Yeah. The lever.
Right. Yeah. And then the inside has that little file that you can pull out. That's got that little hook, right? Yeah. That's thinner than the clippy part. I've used the clippy part, the big thing, gotten mad and have opened that and stuck it underneath there. Like you're trying to rip up carpeting and start to go like that just to get it out of the skin. This conversation is so gross.
No, this is great. Oh, Carolyn Palma says, don't do that. Well, I mean, Carolyn, come up with a better solution.
Yeah. So far I got none. So I'm going to try your brother's bleach thing.
I I should somehow sneak a picture of his toe. I don't know how I can do this. He's a very private, shy person, and he would kill me that I've even mentioned this, but I have confidence that he's watching this. Your toe, did you hear what I said? It looked like a potato chip smashed in mashed potatoes.
Yeah, somebody responded and said, "Can you please not refer to my toes as any type of food item?" Which is a good note. That's a good note.
I'm trying to think of what we can do. Rhonda said that. I'm sorry, Rhonda. What we can do to help your both big toes like this?
Do you have? Do you want me to take a picture of the other one to just split test? Do we have 4 minutes? Do you have 15% left on your phone?
Should I? Well, I can't use my phone to take a picture or I get dark. Or I would show you my big toe. I trust you when you say it's probably similar, but is it different? Is one different than the other?
Do we need music?
Well, I also noticed, Alan, if we could throw the picture back up while he does this, I could talk more about his toes. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, on the left corner and the right corner, your toe is engulfing your nail. And you got to figure out how to dig out that nail. And I was thinking putting stuff in there and letting it grow out. What if you actually cut the toe off? Not the whole toe, but that fleshy part. I guess that wouldn't work. But also, you can tell your feet have been in socks for a very long time because they do look shriveled and wrinkly.
Yeah, right.
And like bread that's been in the bag for a really long time, but has somehow got some humidity in there. It's and your nail, the bottom right nail, probably the toe next to your pinky toe, could stand a little clipping, but everything else looks pretty good. You were worried about now I'm noticing the hair. Yeah, you've got some hair coming out of that big toe. I'm fortunate that my hair is the same. It's invisible. It's the same color as my skin.
I have no hair anywhere. I have I have no hair on my legs. I have hardly any on my back. I'm losing it on my ear hair, and top of toe hair is getting insane.
Yeah, I hate that, dude. I mean, I'm even embarrassed to bring it up, but now that you're being very vulnerable and revealing a bunch of stuff, I got the ear hair too. I don't like the ear hair. Oh, Mike Tween says, take the hook and shove toilet paper in there so the nail will push out of the skin. Well, that's my bamboo theory.
Yeah, painful. That's a lot. Wait, are there ingrown toenail wedges? Is that a thing we can invent? Like a super thin wedge, like a door stopper, but it's thin enough where it gets underneath there, rises it, because you just need a couple growths, just to almost like you're stuck in mud, just to get out of there, and then you can clip it perfect.
Right, like you're stuck in mud, but it's going to take 3 months to get out. Over time, if you get them little wedges,
okay,
but you got to tape it to you have to wear it all the time, dude. You can't ever get upset and take it out. John, it must hurt to walk on your tiptoes. I mean, you could never do ballet.
Yeah, that's why I got kicked out of it. I had a thing on Nutcracker, March of the something soldiers. And yeah, they said, listen, they liked how my left leg when I rose, but not my right. So that was why I had to end my career.
Mick Ballum says you need to go to a Japanese massage parlor and get the toe job. Oh, I see what you did there. Good job.
Against human trafficking. Yeah. So, yeah. All right. Alan, did you get the picture? John, let's go. We'll show the picture. Okay. We'll talk about it, and then we'll plug the rest of our stuff. And then I'm going to work on my toenail. And then we need a big ending video because I feel we just end. But don't forget, when he goes and plays the ending video, the video always comes back to us. So you have to sit there and smile because it's
that's beginning to be my new favorite thing. And in fact, when we started the show, I thought there was one more video to play. Mm-hmm. So when we started, it was just us going,
yeah.
And we didn't say anything because I thought there was another one. I like random stuff like that. When I used to watch, okay, the next two shot is ready. The next toe shot is ready. They have two shots and wide shot. This is a toe shot.
Okay.
John, now look, Alan has said it's ready, but do you want to give us any kind of setup for this second toe shot?
Are we just, are we comparing? So just to show you, this is what's going on the other side of the body, right? There's a separation.
Oh, now here we have a better situation.
There's been damage to the top left, right? Because you can see how I've worked on that. And then you see on the other right, where that's like a storm came through and kind of not, you see that there was work there.
Yeah, but it's a better situation than the other side. I feel like, I feel like there must be an ointment. I feel like there's got to be something you can rub on because it looks inflamed. It looks like you have inflammation and irritation around the tonation. So maybe if there was some sort of cream or salve, as we like to say down here, salve. If you could put some salve on there to get the swelling down, it would give your toe time.
But this is almost like where hurricane, when they're showing you on the news or hurricanes approaching, maybe I name every ingrown toenail. Maybe that's a thing we can do on our Patreon. You can sign up and I'll name my ingrown toenail after you, and I'll keep talking about it or you until it gets gone. You have a good month sponsorship minimum, because right. As you can see right now, if we were doing a weather forecast, John, you see over here on the left, we have Ingrown Toenail Rick Sanford coming in. We have the Sanford toenail coming in. You can see it's starting to develop a little bit on the left. It's already starting to hit the skin a little. So if you're living on the left-hand corner, you can kind of see where this ingrown toenail is going to hit you probably within the next 2 to 3 weeks. If you're in that area, I'd highly recommend getting any type of pain medication or any type of swab that you could right now. John, back to you.
Thanks, John. Yeah, it's a doozy out here. I mean, but honestly, compared to the left toe, we're not looking as anywhere near as bad as a Samantha Dawn Kingston toenail, which we had last year. This year, it's going to be a little bit milder. We're looking at a category 4, not a 5. No, I will say this, though. The top of your toe, I can tell you're not using clippers because it's an uneven cut.
Okay, so
now, I don't know if you're able to get your toe in your mouth to rip those off, or if you're just using your fingers.
Here's what the top looks like now that I've stared at my toe longer than I have in history. It looks like it's an aerial shot, and that's where the ocean is coming into the beach. So you see the high tide, like the waves are coming back, like the white, right? You see where it's going out.
It took me a second. It took me a second, but if you zoom in to just the top of the toenail, you're right. The white part looks like the waves, the breaking of the waves.
Yeah.
And they've already broke and they're coming back, and the flesh is the beach.
Like when you put a little surfer, like there'd be a little surfer right there and going.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Someone please make a Photoshop of that. I'm actually trying to do it with my fingers, my hands right now.
Okay, Alan, we've seen enough of that. That'd be funny to.
This might be the best podcast.
Okay, Alan.
I've ever been a part of in the history of podcasts.
Alan, there's a button on there. I think I forgot which one it is. We hit it. And
I went to the bathroom, man. They were stuck. Okay,
dude, how can we make this? Oh, I'm doing that corporate event. Dude, I'm doing a corporate event. I wonder if I can Photoshop that and make that my Zoom background without anybody knowing what it actually is.
Yeah. We could, that would be a good background because your head could go right on the nail and everything around you could be the fleshy part. Like imagine if your face took up just the nail.
Right.
It looked like you were wearing a hoodie, like a flesh hoodie. Like you were like that kid from South Park who always had his hood up. That's great, John.
All right.
I am so proud.
So me and John can go back to focusing on ourselves as we do our dismount. Maybe Alan was so grossed out by it that he
there we go.
And maybe throw the Patreon thing up there. So yeah, maybe I don't know what level we do.
Yeah, let me say this, John.
I want to sponsor one of my ingrown toenails. I have 4 spots available.
Yeah, we're trying to make this a. I mean, we might be the only podcast that's really trying to focus heavy on going live on Facebook. We're going live on both our Facebook fan pages. Yeah. So what we need y'all to do, if you like this, we're going to make this a Monday night thing. You know, every Monday night around 8:00, expect this. If you want it to keep going, give us a little support. Go to heffronandreep.com, click on the Patreon. Give us a little love. Right, John?
Yeah. By the way, next podcast, I found some things we should sponsor. By the way, I'll tell you about it next time. Yeah. Random leagues. Anywho, hold on. That's the wrong song, John. We need outros. There's one. I'm going to go this. Okay, here we go. All right, John. Here's some good news.
Yeah.
We'll talk Tuesday. I get my COVID test back supposedly today or whatever. Felt really bad a couple days ago. Like super bad. Super bad. Couldn't get out of bed. Felt like I have no thing. And then I went and got tested. But it only lasted
2-3 days.
It only lasted like a day or two. But I was out of commission. I think I slept for almost 24 hours. Man, did I get my test results?
That could be. That's a good teaser for next time. Also, I'll give you a teaser. Speaking of 80s, we had a Cobra Kai bachelor party for my brother who's going to get married soon. And
you had it already?
Yeah, already had it, but I got pictures that I could share for next time. Where we all have Cobra Kai black geese, and we surprised my brother. And when he walked in the house, he didn't know that everyone's going to be dressed in Cobra Kai outfits, and we made him wear the white gi from Miyagi-Do karate. So he had to be Daniel-san, and we were all Cobra Kai.
Nice.
I'll show you pictures next time.
We should do an 80s church next time. By the way, on Heffron and Reep on the Facebook page or fan page or whatever it's called. If you haven't liked that,
yeah.
A couple of questions I'm going to throw out in the next day or two. If you feel like answering, we're going to do an 80s church soon. And a thing, if you have any lyrics that inspire you from the 80s or would make a good church sermon, feel free to post those.
Yeah.
That should be a thing, but we'll talk about it. We're going to be super. We have a lot of excitement. Dude, I don't even have time to go get it. Guess what? I don't know how we're going to give it away, but I have a few. Should I even tease? So
tease it.
I bought a 80s American Girl doll, 2 of them. She's all decked out. Christmas is coming up. I have some. And we are going to end up giving them away somehow. I haven't figured out how. I didn't get the Pac-Man game. They have a life-size version for the American Girl. I didn't go that extreme, but I bought accessories. She has a cassette tape. Mm-hmm. She's got slap bracelets. She's got an Astro Watch Jean. It's creepy being my age with dolls in the house. I would like to get rid of them as fast as possible, but we'll talk about that and how to get them going. So, John, we'll be in touch. Thank you for looking at my toe. This was it was freeing somehow. It was freeing to show you something that bothered me so much. There's some type of
earned a lot of street cred, a lot of bravery. There's going to be a lot of people that go like, Heffron's the real deal.
Somebody on here though, she said that she can never see me live again because that's all she'll think about. You know what? Sometimes
guarantee you she'll be there your next show when you're in her town. And
my toes are going to look great. So that is that. Everybody, we need an ending phrase too, John. Like, be safe, prosper thing. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Stay rad, dudes.
Yeah. Stay cool.
Since you love the Heffron and Reep show, please go to iTunes and let them know. Rank the show and leave a comment. We don't care what you write, you know. They, Heffron and Reep, have low self-esteem. So please validate them by ranking them and making them seen. So no matter what